It's not about the content. It's about seeing yourself as the person in charge. If you want to know what it takes to go from a hobby content creator to somebody that is doing this full time as a CEO, it is going to come down to identity shifts, mindset shifts that you have to make. Your content is good enough. Your mindset is what we need to work on. That's what we're going to talk about in today's episode. There are 3 internal shifts that you need to make before the external results are going to show up. When we talk over and over again about how this game is all mindset, being an entrepreneur, being a full-time content creator is going to come down to mindset. When you want to know what separates everybody from those that are just making a few dollars here and there to those that are making 6 figures and supporting themselves and doing financially well, what the difference is internal shifts that they had to make. You have to get so serious and shift your mindset into thinking like a CEO. It's not going to come overnight, but it does take work. And a lot of people don't want to do the work, to be honest. Your content is good enough, okay? And you can keep improving your content and all of these things. But if you don't make these shifts, it's going to be really hard for you to see full-time income and see yourself scale. Shift number 1 is shifting from, okay, I'm going to send this out there. I hope this does well, to I know this strategy works. Hobbyists pray for virality, right? You want your content to go viral. Once I have a piece of content that hits 50,000, 100,000, a million, that's when it's going to all happen for me. I just have to have one piece of content that pops off and I know that then I will make it. The problem with that is there is not a solid system in place for success. CEOs trust systems. I just finished, I'm going to talk about this in a future episode, but I finished a 30-day sprint on Instagram where I posted 30 days in a row. And one thing that I learned through this process is that if I went viral, I wasn't going to be ready for it. If I had a piece of content that popped off, it wasn't going to translate to more followers or more income. And really, we want the income, okay? I did have one piece of content, but that went, I guess, semi-viral. It's up to like 170,000 something views. But it was a one-off thing that I posted months ago about toddler clothing. And I did not have enough content on my page to back up that one piece of viral content. So my follower count didn't grow and I didn't make a dime from it. So it was just like, oh, this is kind of cool. I had a reel pop off, but it didn't do anything to grow my brand, to grow my business, nothing to grow my bank account. So hoping that something will go viral does not mean that you are going to be successful. Changing to that CEO mindset, you have to trust systems and strategy. You want to shift from luck-based thinking to strategy-based confidence. Now, I don't care if something goes viral. I have figured out what my lane is, and I want slow and steady growth that compounds rather than a viral moment, because I know that those viral moments do not equate to wealth. I want to give a quick shout out to Cookie Finance. They're a finance company built specifically for content creators, and they work with content creators at all levels. So if you're just getting started on your creator journey, they have their new Creator Business Essentials package where they help you set up your LLC and your bank account. And they can also help those of you that are already making an income and looking to relieve tax stress, where they help you with full service accounting, bookkeeping, and tax strategy as your income scales. That's the plan I'm on, and I'm so grateful to have their team helping me so that way I can just focus on creating content. If you're a creator who wants to stop guessing, get organized, and actually feel confident about your money, then Cookie Finance is the team to know. They've really helped relieve my stress so much since I started using them, and also saved me money because I learned there were things I should be writing off that I hadn't been. And I've been doing this for years. I love Cookie Finance because their business was built for content creators and no one else. So they know this industry inside and out. Take a peek at their services for yourself over at thrivetogether.blog/cookie, because really you should be focusing on creating, not accounting. thrivetogether.blog/cookie. Shift number 2 is from content creator to business owner who creates content. It's a slight shift. And you don't even have to tell anybody else this, but this is strictly for your mindset. One is a job title, and the other is an identity. When you see yourself as a business owner, you're going to stop begging for those brand deals, to stop the full on just like, oh, I hope I can get this. I hope I can get this. And you're going to start really taking ownership of your income streams. This is not something that is going to come overnight. I'm probably going to repeat that a few times. It's not something that's even going to be easy. But when you step into that role of really looking at your business from just one step back, okay, rather than just being so in your face. I just imagine like, okay, holding your phone, creating the content. How does the content perform? Oh my gosh, like how many clicks did that link get? Okay, what does that look like for my affiliates? Did that brand ever message me back? Did they email me? Why are they ghosting me? It's very like close to us, right? It feels like you can touch it. It feels like it is just right in front of your face. In order to make strategic decisions to grow long-term and to build wealth in our business, you have to be able to take one step backwards and look at things from a bigger perspective and look at how they all tie together. You have to look at all of the different income streams, the different platforms, and really evaluate what is working and what is not working. What do I need to do differently? What do I need to do better? Because oftentimes we just stay in that hustle mode and so close to the content that we're not stepping back and making strategic decisions for our business. We're staying in that content creation hamster wheel and we're not able to see the bigger picture and to keep growing. We're like, well, I just have to create one more piece of content and maybe that's going to be it. I just have to, like, maybe the next reel is going to do really well for my affiliate sales. Maybe this next email that I send is finally going to be my ticket. You're staying too close to it if those little things are stressing you out a lot. And I've been there. I understand. I get it. I understand hoping that like this piece of content is going to do really, really well. But if you're feeling that about every single piece of content that you're putting out there, you need to take a step back. Shift number 3 is shifting from what works to what works for me. Hobbyists are chasing every trend, new viral way of editing, a new, like the new Reels trend that just popped up where you can link the different piece of content within a Reel, which is super cool. You can link to other Reels within a Reel. Amazing. But instead of just like jumping on it, like as fast as I can, I got to be one of the first ones to do it. How does it work for you? CEOs are filtering advice through their own niche, their own platform, personality, their own strategy. In order to do this well, you have to shift from what works to what works for me and look at how do I stop copying, stop jumping on trends, stop running to the next thing, staying on that wheel of go, 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 and start translating to, okay, cool. This is a really neat thing. How could I make this work strategically for me? Save the viral music, save the trends, save the sound, save those things. Let them inspire you. Yes. But don't be so close to it that you feel like, oh, I have to drop everything and I really need to do something with this music. My next reel has to be the one that uses that new feature. You know what I'm saying? Like that is where we have to take a step back. And again, it's not about the content because you're creating great content, but you have to, in order to shift from that hobby to CEO mode, You have to see yourself as the person in charge, the one that is not on the constant hamster wheel of content creation, the one that is not reactive, the one that is not just constantly on edge thinking of what next, what next, what next. Fingers crossed. I really hope this works. We have to take a step back. That is what is going to create long-term success and wealth for you in your business. And then the final thing I said is one concrete action that is going to help you really start to implement these shifts in your mindset and really start to make a difference in the bottom line of your business. And that is the CEO hour. It is not easy for this. I keep saying it's not easy. It's not easy. Like all of these things that I'm sharing are things that require active participation and an active pause. It's like a disruption in what you're doing. But if you don't make that disruption happen, you're going to stay on the track that you currently are on. And so I want you to ask yourself, if I keep going the exact same way I've been going for the last year, 2 years, 6 months, whatever it is, am I going to be happy with the end result come January of next year? Or does something need to be disrupted? Something needs to change. Maybe you're not sure what it is, and that's fine, but you know you need to tweak something. Stopping and pausing for 1 hour a week is not going to come habitually. It is going to come forcefully from yourself. Forcefully saying, I am going to intentionally block off 1 hour, no distractions, no open tabs, no phone dinging me, no content to be posted, no comments to respond to. 60 minutes where I am not creating, I'm not engaging, I am just doing strategy. You're going to look at your data. You're going to plan your next move, audit your own content. And this single habit is going to rewire your brain from I'm the content creator, I am the talent, to I am the CEO, I am the executive that is building wealth for myself through a content creation business. I want you to do this 2 to 4 times a month and tell me you don't see massive changes happening. You don't become a CEO when you hit a certain income. You become a CEO the moment you decide to run this like a business. That decision alone is going to change what you do next.